Have you ever heard the phrase, "You'll own nothing and you'll be happy"? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, doesn't it? But what if I told you this idea is being seriously discussed by some of the most influential people in the world? Today we're diving deep into the ideas surrounding Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum and exploring their vision for the future. What is this great reset? And what could it mean for you, for me, and for the very concept of ownership? Let's get one thing straight right away. The phrase, "You'll own nothing and you'll be happy," wasn't actually said by Klaus Schwab. It came from a 2016 promotional video by the World Economic Forum showcasing predictions for 2030. One of those predictions, written by Danish politician Ida Auken, imagined a city where everything you used to own, from clothes to transportation, is now a service. Need a bike? It's available on the street corner. Need a specific tool for a home project? It's delivered by a drone. In this imagined future, everything is accessible on demand, eliminating waste and the burden of ownership. On the surface, this sounds incredibly convenient, right? Imagine a world with less clutter, less environmental impact from mass production, and more access to goods and services for everyone. This is the core idea behind what is often called the sharing economy or servitization. Think about it. Many of us already live this way to some extent. We use Spotify for music instead of buying CDs, Netflix for movies instead of DVDs, and Uber or Lyft instead of owning a second car. The logic is, why own something you only use occasionally when you can simply access it when you need it? Proponents of this model argue it's a smarter, more sustainable way to live. They envision a future powered by advanced technology, like the Internet of Things, where our cities and homes are seamlessly connected. This hyperconnectivity would allow for incredibly efficient resource management. Instead of millions of people owning drills they use once a year, a few hundred drills could be shared among a whole neighborhood, drastically cutting down on manufacturing and waste. This, they say, could lead to lower costs for consumers and a much smaller carbon footprint for humanity. It's a vision of a cleaner, more efficient, and potentially more equitable world. But here's where the conversation gets a lot more complicated, and where a lot of the concern comes from. If you own nothing, who owns everything? The answer, of course, would be large corporations and platforms that provide these services. Your home, your car, your appliances, they could all be owned by a handful of massive companies that you pay a subscription fee to. This raises some serious questions about power and control. What happens if you miss a payment? Could you be digitally locked out of your own home? What if you disagree with the company's policies? Could your access to transportation or even food delivery be restricted? This is the central fear for critics. They see this own-nothing future not as a utopia of sharing, but as a dystopia of control. When you own property, whether it's your house, your car, or even your tools, you have a degree of independence and autonomy. It's yours. You have control over it. Ownership is a cornerstone of personal freedom and economic mobility. It's how families build generational wealth and secure their future. A shift to a subscription-based life could erode that foundation, making individuals completely dependent on a few powerful entities for their basic needs. Think about the data implications. In a world where everything is a service, every single thing you do is tracked. The company that owns your smart fridge knows what you eat. The company that provides your transportation knows where you go. The company that rents you your entertainment knows what you watch. This vast amount of data could be used to influence your behavior in ways we can't even imagine yet, creating a powerful system of social engineering. Your happiness might depend on how well you conform to the system. So is this a deliberate 5-year plan, as some sensational headlines suggest? The evidence doesn't point to a secret timelined conspiracy. Rather, it seems to be a convergence of technological trends and ideological proposals. The World Economic Forum, led by Klaus Schwab, is a platform where these ideas are discussed among global leaders in business and politics. They publish papers and host discussions about what the future could look like, based on current trajectories. Their role is more about shaping the conversation and promoting certain ideas like stakeholder capitalism, where companies are encouraged to serve not just their shareholders, but all stakeholders. including customers, employees, and society as a whole. Critics argue that this concept, while sounding nice, is a way for a select group of elites to redefine capitalism to their own benefit, consolidating power under the guise of social responsibility. They worry that these global discussions are happening without enough public input or democratic oversight. The fear is that we are slowly drifting towards this future without a real open debate about the consequences. We click agree on terms and conditions. We sign up for another convenient subscription service, and with each small step, we may be trading a piece of our autonomy for convenience. It's not about being against technology or progress. The question isn't whether a sharing economy is good or bad, but how we implement it. How do we ensure that a future of services doesn't become a future of servitude? How do we protect individual rights, privacy, and the ability to build a life for ourselves in a world where ownership is becoming a luxury? These are massive questions, and they don't have easy answers. One thing is for sure, the world is changing at an incredible pace. The lines between owning, renting, and subscribing are blurring more every day. The discussions happening at places like the World Economic Forum are not just theoretical exercises, they are conversations about the very framework of our future society. It's crucial for all of us to be aware of these ideas, to understand both their potential benefits and their potential dangers. We need to engage in this conversation and think critically about the kind of future we want to build. Do we want a future of ultimate convenience, or a future where personal ownership and freedom are preserved? Perhaps there's a way to have the best of both worlds, but it will require us to be vigilant, informed, and active participants in shaping our own destiny. What do you think? Is the own nothing, be happy future an exciting possibility or a terrifying prospect? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is a conversation we all need to have. If you found this video thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the ideas that are shaping our world. Thanks for watching.